Is still not in yet. Oh, yes, recording in progress. So, are you all there? Good evening, everyone. Oh, you're not there. Nobody turned on the camera. Oh, hello. Thank you. All must be very tired. After, I think the LCC step down should be okay. All right. So today is the fourth lesson about language and literatures and mass media. And today it's not so much about comprehensions. Next month, we'll be talking more about comprehensions and others. Okay. Let's talk. Where are the rest? They're not here yet. Okay. Oh. 中文 coming in. Okay, just a quick one, that those of you are inside here. How can we imply the knowledge that Uncle Raymond has given to you for the past 3 lessons on the language and literature as well as social media or mass media? How can you surprise this knowledge that you have learned from Uncle Raymond, or you have taught us, some of you have taught us, based on your reflections? And how can you apply this in your coming WA3 or WA2? I think WA2, I think more or less finished it. Or your WA3 or your coming prelims as well as O-level exam. And how can you apply this knowledge that you have learned so far? And how are you going to get the reply from me, from those people who are listening to you now? And how do you know that to rely on this knowledge that you have received today will help you to improve later on in real life, or even in your O-level, or even your A-level, even your university? And how can you comprise this knowledge that is language, mass media, social media, and literatures? Well, they do help you in terms of study, in terms of career, in terms of character buildings. Back to you, Rolling. Please turn on your camera, Zhonghen and Qingzi, all right? Wait, give me a minute. Don't say first. Hazel is not in, right? Hazel and in. Okay, let's go. Oh, 讲到曹就到。等一下。I think more coming in. Yeah. 金志吃饱了没有
Yeah, I just got my prelim today.
Got your prelim?
Yes, I just went for my prelim today.
What prelim?
English oral.
How can talk now?
Can ah. Okay.
Of course can talk lah. Then you cannot talk, then how? Cannot, you must say, you ask me the question, you ask me the question. Uncle Raymond, can you talk now? Ask me.
Can you talk?
Are you so rude? You must say Uncle Raymond ma.
Uncle Raymond, can you talk?
Of course I can talk. I can use my mouth to talk, but how I talk effectively, efficiently, and most important way. Somebody saying, "Ayo, Qing'an, oh dear." Wait. I have to answer your question now because the message coming fast and furious. Well, to answer your question, Qingzi, Uncle Raymond can talk, but what kind of questions are you asking me that I can talk very affluent, that I can talk to convince you, to connect you, to have the creative ideas that you will convince that I'm confident to present my argument to you. 懂不懂？每个人都会讲话啊，只是有些人不讲话，可能是他觉得很 introvert，有些人不喜欢讲话，是因为他觉得浪费我口舌跟你讲话，跟白痴讲话，还是跟一些人不应该讲话。So the talking as an art of talking, there is many ways. Wait, my student asked me funny questions. Okay, thank you. Now, how do we imply and doing this? So, Qingzhen, you just listen because you missed out 1 or 2 lessons. So actually, this one topic is about who is that? Okay. So whether this one topic is all about how language can be useful to you, how language that like Qingzhen, what is the topic today you have for your oral? What is the video? Let's share with the class. Don't mind. Prelim are so fast.
Yeah.
Prelim the oral should not be starting so fast. 你的学校很怕输嘞。
It's our last. Today is last day prelim.
No, sure. Got a lot of schools already start their oral prelim already. Even my school also. Like I just did my English prelim oral like yesterday.
Wait. The prelim as you're talking about, after this one, no more oral already 是不是？
No, I think 还有一个 O level 的。
不是，我们不要讲 O level 的那个oral 啊，我们讲
Yeah, but it's prelim.
last one 啊。
应该是吧。
In school last one 啊。
Yeah, last one already.
Huh?
And today is our last day prelim. Last day English prelim. Our English oral prelim started on Monday.
Okay, never mind. That is prelim, but we are more concentrating on the coming, the real oral. Actually, I want to bring you to a place that I'm getting professional people to come in to sit in, to become a judges and really test you. But I have to look for the place. Okay, Ryan, if you can turn on the camera. Welcome, Ryan. You can lock off anytime. Don't worry about that. Okay. All right. So, Qingzhen, what kind of question your school came up? I mean, the prelim, yeah.
If I'm not wrong, day 1 was something about extreme sports and culture, and then today it was about traveling.
Oh my goodness, so easy. So the kind of question, let me guess. Do you like to travel?
Depends.
你这样 answer 啊？
No, like the question is not like that. Like
不要吓我嘞。So what kind of question they ask you?
the first one is like, does Singaporeans have more opportunities to travel now?
Do you agree? Is it?
Agree, yeah, agree.
Why?
Cause wait, what did I say?
I say first, Ken. I say first. Okay, I say, I totally agree with you, teacher, that nowadays traveling is so convenient and able to connect everyone to travel around because they are not worried about the expenses. Not like my time when I was younger, I don't even have a chance to travel. No, I remember one of my students in her whole entire life in primary school and secondary school, the only time she traveled is to her hometown in Malaysia. Not even have a chance to travel by aeroplanes. So I guess nowadays, because everyone's well-to-do, and the budget airlines and things like this help to kind of help people to travel. 所谓华文我们讲百闻不如一见, right? So it's good to travel around the world to get exposure and experience, and the most important things to make myself more enthusiastic about the real world. You see, Qingzhen, I use all the E, right? So guys, if you can, please talk to your examiner, or in fact, in your future, any interview, use the AZ factor right now. What is AZ? That means if you want to talk about how is your mom? Describe your mom in 3A. Oh, my mom is the most attractive person in my whole entire life. He's the most awesome mother that I have. I would not want to change anybody except my this mom. The third is he's a very affirmative mother, where he affirms what he does, and she gave birth to me to make sure that I also be one day affirmative leaders. So my mom is 3A. All right, talk like that. That means you're different from others people that, oh, my mom is a caring and gentle mother. My mother always take care of me. I mean, 这种 answer 听到 sian 了. 所以你要不要别出心裁 ？You must be rose among the thorns. Alright. The art of talking is looking to the person's eyes, observe the person's gesture, observe how he or she gives speech. Like today, Uncle Raymond has my whole entire life. I've been supporting my People Action Party for many years, and this is the first time I went down to the nominations place to see my MP stand out, and the way they talk is really very. Hi, 各位居民，各位支持者，感谢你来支持我们人民行动党 example like that Say thank you, fellow Singaporeans, welcome and thank you for supporting us. So 应该 stress 的那个字 I will do my best. You see, they emphasize the word best, and we have a strong party. So you should emphasize certain adjective. 明白啊 Ryan? Okay. So your aura must be like, okay, don't need to answer me. You just thumbs up will do. Okay, Ryan can thanks. Or you can show an emoji All right. Send my regard to the daddy, mommy. Okay. And then the best thing thank you. So Tito, thank you for sharing. One more questions about your aura.
The second one is about carbon footprints, like how to reduce carbon footprints when you're traveling, not limiting to going to other countries. Also like buses and cars and everything. And then the third question is about social media. It's about like
Social media.
some people when they go on vacations, they only care about taking photos and uploading onto social media. And what are your views?
What's wrong? If I'm the student teacher, may I ask you this question? Do you take picture when you go overseas? Got you right, baby. I dare you to talk to him. I think they will be stunned. Excuse me. Yeah. I know you're asking me a question, but I'm asking you back a question. I think everybody go out to take pictures. Why? To keep for memory. True enough. To keep it. And of course, some people will not like it to put on the social media to show off. Jealousy. But I feel that the picture itself is very important. And one of my students, I tell you, since it's true story. Very sad story. Few years ago, she traveled with her grandma. We took a lot nice picture. Then was it during COVID? Her grandma passed away. Then she went to traveling. I think he said until want to cry. But now when I look back at those pictures, I always bring this picture. Why? Every time I travel, shit man, I also want to cry already. Sorry. I bring up this picture whenever I go travel, and I tell 奶奶我们一起去旅行. Wow, that is so freaking touching, right? 其实对吗? So that one is really, I mean, how you talk sorry. Sorry. And the second question, carbon footprint. Nonsense, 其实 if I were there, go and tell the American don't fly law. Go and tell American don't bomb Iraq or Saudi or this these Hamas lah. Go and tell the US don't send aeroplane to Ukraine lah. And talk rocks, my carbon footprints. They always tell Singaporean, please be eco-friendly. Hello, excuse me. Go and tell the American don't anyhow waste food lah. Every time for what tomato party, tomato what? Hey, there are millions of people 没有得吃嘞，跟我讲 carbon footprint Then my wife 其实 always argue with me. Hello, 老公，这是别人的，我们应该做我们的本分。我跟他讲做牛粪就有Sorry 我讲话是很直接的 because the most important things in our life be honest and sincere. I always say I born at night, but I don't born last night. Now there are some examiner will see how you answer. I mean seriously, I'm not asking you to be very rude to the examiner. I say carbon footprint is a common things that everyone talk about nowadays because we want the next few generation to enjoy a very fresh, the very fresh and fantastic and most important and full of beautiful things around us. Sad to say that carbon footprints is kicking off because nowadays, if you study Sec4 globalizations, right? One important thing is transport. Now, transport is regardless of where you travel. I think Zhong Han Xing and you should know, and Ryan. And it is important for us that all this is affect not only our health, our environments, but this carbon footprint is to make sure that we are able to the sustainability and to have a safe and smooth environment. 懂吗？晴子，所以你现在讲话要这样，人家就知道哦，你要跟晴子讲话要小心啊。他会用这个 AZ factor 来 attack 你，还是 so then how，还是 PIE。I plan to talk about the topic of a carbon footprint. I'm going to identify the keywords. And with all these keywords, I'm going to explain to you with enthusiasm and elaborations and give you an excellent result. Thank you so much, Qingzi, for your sharing. I hope all of you have learned. Luoling, if you have the oral questions, please.
Yesterday, my oral questions, basically the plan response was actually about, do you enjoy taking boat rides? Why
Do
or
you enjoy what? Sorry?
do you enjoy taking boat rides? Like, do you enjoy being on boat rides?
Boat, BOAT.
Yeah, boat rides. Why?
Seriously?
Yeah,
You
seriously.
mean the video show you about taking a boat?
No, the video show like people queuing, waiting to go on the boat, and that's all.
Teacher, sorry, I'm seasick. I don't like to go boat. I go on cruise. That one more stable. Boat, very bumpy. I cannot take it. I'm a very high class person, excuse me. I go to cruise, I only go to the 11 days in Europe one. If not, I'm not going to go there. Excuse me, teacher. Do I answer your questions? It's like, okay. Then when you ask me boat ride, 哎呦，真的是很低级的 question 呢。哎呀，给我一点高难度的啦 ，please. Sorry, Rolling. I'm not asking. Okay, that's joke. Okay, Ryan, sorry. You're not going to answer your teacher like that, bloody hell. Okay, joke aside. Boat ride, same thing. Oh my God, you're going to remind me of my NS time taking boat rides. Okay, how do you answer this question, Rolling? Let me think.
I had two different responses. Like I said, yes, I would enjoy, and no, I would enjoy.
Smart girl.
Like, and I did a lot of personal experience because I've been on boat rides before. So I had like a lot of I had enough experience to like share about like what I experienced going on a boat. So for
Okay,
yes,
wait, don't say first, guys.
okay.
Hold on. Xing and Zhonghan, Ryan's antenna and Qingzi. Let's see, let's listen to what Luoling saying. 他已经讲说是real life experience. Now you guys can have the doubt to see whether Luoling, I leave it to you. You can add a bit of real one and bluff one inside to see whether they can detect what you say is true or not. 明白吗? So the purpose of doing that, the purpose of doing that, sometimes when you go for your EAE interview or your O level interview or A level interview, or in the future your university, if you are taking law, of course the law interview is like the first question they ask you, why do you want to be a lawyer? They ever ask me about before that. I say why I want to be a lawyer, because I want to put all the bad guys behind bar, and the most important thing is those people who are drug trafficking, death sentence. Do you think those law professors will accept this answer? I don't care. And because I know the second question asks, why do you do that? I want to make Singapore a very safe, secure, and the most important things, that they are being a very successful country that is no drug trafficking. Thank you. Back to you, Rolling. Okay, you all decide.
Basically,
already.
for the reasons why I would enjoy going on boats, right, is because I can enjoy the scenery as I'm traveling on a boat. Like for example,
Okay, what? Sorry.
the scenery.
Oh,
Yeah, like when you're on a boat, right, you can feel like the wind in your hair, and then like the seagulls in like the sky, and then I also got say like, oh, if I'm lucky enough, I might see fishes also. And then I also talked about how wait, what else did I say? It's been like one day. Wait, give me a moment. Okay, I can tell you what I did not enjoy. I said like I actually have motion sickness, and how like some boat rides are actually very very shaky, and that might trigger my motion sickness. And then I also said that I'm a very impatient person because I don't really like waiting on queues for the boat rides. For the yes part, I also got talk about how it's also a very fun and unique experience, because like you don't usually get to ride on boats. Like it's not a very not really that common of a experience to take, because I don't think a lot of people would enjoy going on boats, right? So I think it's a very unique experience. And then for my personal experience, I said a few. I said I actually went on a boat market in Thailand when I was younger. And then I also got talk about how I went on a boat to Bali when I was like at least 9 to 10 years old. And then I also got talk about my most memorable experience was when I went on a yacht with my best friend probably 2 years back.
Okay, sorry guys. I think Qingzi and Dana, Qihan and Zhonghen and Xingyue and Ryan. When Ruoling say best friend on the boat ride is definitely her boyfriend. You all believe or not? I will believe. If you say she boat ride with your girlfriend, oh my God, she's an LGBT plus. Excuse me, Uncle Raymond, doesn't mean go to a boat ride with your girl must be LGBT, right? 你头脑很歪嘞 ，so narrow-minded. No, I say going with girl 嘛，错咩？哎呦 thank you very much. So which part is real? Antina,
It's
is it all
real.
real? 哎，不要讲，
It's real.
你
Sure,
都
what
不要讲
you talking about?
，all
It's
real 啊？
real. Yeah, it's all real.
这样没有不好玩了，我要他们猜嘛。Anyway, thank you to you, Rolling. I'm going to use what you have implied to us, the knowledge about boat ride, the implication, the implied. So
Oh.
now I'm going to supply my knowledge about boat ride. So you give me a very good idea. The only boat ride I'm going to be, I love it, that I'm going to apply my knowledge is the Venice. You know the Venice, the boat ride? Oh, gondola, that one bad. Is now never. Wow, imagine I go to this boat ride with all my girlfriend, not my wife. Oh shit. Wait. Where's my wife? Okay, she's not in. Wow, that's the best, man. Oh man, I'm gonna have a heaven, man. Then somebody hit my head. Hello, wake up. You mama. So joke aside, of course, I would love to go for my next honeymoon with my wife to Venice. And my mom loved Venice that so much. Hopefully, now she will have a chance to go Venice because Venice is sinking. So I'm going to apply the knowledge that you have taught me. And I think this boat ride will be more fascinating, fabulous, full of excitements. And most important, it's going to be a fantastic boat ride because it's going to be, wow, so different. I mean, I have a boat ride before in Bangkok. Wow, that one I don't really enjoy. I went there twice. I taken the boat ride there. So seriously, of course they sell food and other items and see the temple. Bali, I don't really have a chance. Okay, in Singapore, there's got this Kelong with the boat. I don't really like. So how I'm going to wait for the reply from all of you? I think all of you agree that the best boat ride in Venice. And the next thing is how I'm going to rely this result that is good. I convince you all that this boat ride is so nice because it's Venice. And do you know this topic was used in social study in the past few years. And this topic, social study, is about Venice. We're talking about how is the kind of concept, the Dodge, D-O-G-E, not the dog, the Dodge, which is called the mayor who made Venice. I can tell you the whole month when they celebrate holiday, it's a whole month party. With all the masquerading and all these things. But why they took up Venice, reasons is because I think it's quite outdated. And you have to understand why they put Venice in social study. It's because Venice was being independent and away from Italy. And they have enjoying wonderful freedom. And because there's this book by Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice. And you know Marco Polo, right? Who went to China. But after 1,000 years later, they enjoy about 500 of very high golden age. But after later, they come down because they also got NS. They also got building all these nice things. But because of our dear friend, Napoleon Bonaparte, the French who attacked Venice. So that came to the end of Venice. Okay, so just to share with you. Just thanks to Rolling. Okay, so I hope you know how to use ice rack. Now that is my formula. Okay, Ryan, I will teach you more on that. Don't worry. So why language is important to us, especially our mother tongue. Thank you to Qingzi and Ruoling. Xingyue and Zhonghen, your oral over already? No, so good. Xingyue, Zhonghen, and Qing'an, your oral over already? How is your laptop okay already?
No, I'm on PLD. I cannot. I'm trying to fix but
Okay, don't stress out. These type of things you see 人是活的，那些 machine 是死的 so we don't let those machine to control ourselves. Not even your friends nowadays. Should I share this online? Recently got this one of my student because of handphone that student want to jump down from and fight with the mother. It's damn bloody Ryan, very stupid. Hey, don't laugh. I ever heard my ex school the mother threw the handphone out of the window. The girl jumped down. Serious. Really siao. And then got another one. Just because he want to play Minecraft. That time it's not Minecraft, it's LOL or League of Legends. The father took away the laptop. He took a chopper, want to chop her father. Wow, piang eh. Then the father asked him to write the laptop for some agreement. He start to cry and start to want to die. Why I tell you all this is like something the language that we speak to our children. Nowadays, the way we talk to the kids, we have to use different way. You see? Let's read on. Qing'an, language.
Language, essentially our mother tongue, is crucial for identity and cultural understanding and cognitive development, acting as a bridge to our heritage and shaping how we perceive the world.
Okay, how do we perceive the world? It's not just the mother tongue. It's then you have to ask me, Uncle Raymond, always ask academic. Does this help me in my comprehension passage? Does it help me in my essay writing? Yes. In fact, it is important that if you do not use the correct words, the correct expression and phrases, you become a laughing stock. And you realize Winston Churchill, during the war, he gave a very good speech. I love to listen to Mr. Lee Kuan Yew talk. Every time when he paused, it's like next paragraph. And he brings the idea across using Isaac and so then how. Of course, David Marshall is another lawyer. You realize I like to read all the lawyers because I love to do law. And I think at the end you understand why that day you came to the classroom, I use this as a social studies skills. The reason because language is IE. You know what's IE or 情志? You need to impress to express. You bring my bottle. You need to impress to express to reduce depress so that you're not stressed. So if you do not know how to impress, you say seriously, I've got 3 ladies. If next time your boyfriend 跟你求婚 he need to impress you by giving a ring. And then you have to express, 你可以嫁给我吗? It's like, oh my goodness, seriously. So lame, right? So Lordy, you know how I impress and express my wife when I propose her? Sorry and then 我以前很穷我连买一个戒指都不够钱真的不要笑啦，很好笑咩 Ryan？ 哎呀，我就用那个 can opener 那个开就当做是 ring 可以吗 ？Innovative 嘛 ，okay, the language of love is not must buy a diamond ring, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I wrote a song for her. I sang to her. Guess what? She cried This is how 我骗女孩子。Okay, never mind. Sorry, don't laugh. Seriously, hey Ryan, you don't believe you come to my house this Saturday, I show you the song I wrote to Auntie. Then you can ask cross-referencing reliability and useful, ask Auntie. Auntie, June uncle last time write and sing to you. Of course, she will say, 没有啦，没有这种意思，死了咯，我就没有念。Ladies and gentlemen, so let's talk about, here's a more detailed explanations, identity and cultural connections. Our mother tongue is deeply intertwined with our cultural identity, as what Qing'an has read, helping us connect with our heritage, traditional, and values. Without the language itself, you can have the best decoration and artifact if the person, the tour guide, cannot impress and express you to tell you why this artifact is about. Can you imagine? Let's talk about this picture behind me, right? Okay, this is using AI. But before that was a picture of Great Wall of China. How are you going to using this picture? As they say, picture speaks 1,000 words. This is a very nice fantasy. It's pictures drawn by Uncle Raymond. Like real. Okay, so don't laugh. Bloody hell. Why you can't see what Okay, so this picture depicts what? A 2 tower representing my right hand and my left hand working together to create a sound. This sound means what? Not the success, but assurance and the 3D. The discipline that I draw this picture with dedication and devotions to show the world that the power, the success of the imperial Paris of China, the 故宫。听过故宫吗？听过吗？以前我的那些 cousin 住的，就是那个什么乾隆康熙all my cousin you got problem Why my cousin cannot be China man? Bloody hell. Okay, so let's move on. So our mother tongue is important to connect us. Why? Because our mother tongue 就是我们的母语。And every mother tongues have a story to tell. Right now, please. I have a story to tell. The uniqueness of this story is to bring in not the cultures and the value, is to bring in what? Ready? Is to bring in the connectivities. 很简单，其实我们每个人每年过年都有团年饭，对吗？为什么我们叫做团圆饭？为什么我们要吃过年饭呢？为什么我们吃一家大大小小的饭呢？为什么是团年饭？为什么是 reunion？ 那你要吃 Chinese New Year dinner 就可以了吗？为什么不要是 birthday dinner？ 那个圆字啊，是不是 circle？The circle refer to what? The infinity of the math， 对吗？对吗？对吗？请看 ，right 团圆嘛。你们鸡蛋糕，你不要跟我讲华文不会哦 ，O level coming 高级华文。So it is important that for this connective research suggests that strong commands of one mother tongue can positively impact cognitive and intellectual development, including second language learning. Sorry, I stop here. 洛琳，谁没有进来啊？除了 Jiraiya， 还有谁啊 ？Only 5 of you 哦，没有人哦。I can't think of who了。Okay. All right. So what you mean by this development into second language, positive impact? You see, every language or every subject that you do have a positive impact. Of course, Ryan, you go and buy wanton mee, 还是 roti prata, you don't tell me dy dx, sine cosine tangents, x plus 1 equals z. Then the Indian uncle say, "Hello, excuse me, you want kosong or 8? Bloody hell, what you x plus 1? What sine cosine tangent? You test my maths?" Yeah, there's no, you see, the thing that you do, you got photosynthesis and the dew, and then the chemical reaction. Hello, brother, you want spicy or not, I don't know, excuse me, see? But you will say, "Uncle, your roti prata, very good, #1 in Singapore. I give you one more prata. Thank you very much." The power of language not only connect people, but you make the person, the cognitive thinking is that, no, this guy know how to talk. But don't talk nonsense, right? You know, if this girl is fat, don't say, "Wow, you wear bikini, very nice." Oh my God, seriously. And then there was once in a movie, I'm not a movie, a series, don't laugh, I know you're gonna laugh at me. 他们是专门是给那些美国女孩子那种胖胖的黑人很胖嘞，like 红旗宝贝胖，连他们穿那个 wedding gown。其实每次我看到 ，Oh my God, seriously, you're destroying the wedding gown。那我太太讲，为什么胖的人不可以穿 wedding gown？ Say please 啦 ，come on please. The wedding gown is for nice women to wear that. The fat woman don't wear wedding gown, please. Wear something else. Sorry, you guys might be attacking me. The language is very sarcastic, right? Yes, I am very sarcastic. I cannot take it. So got one advertisement, it showed the man driving to get a wedding gown rolling. Then the two girls was entertaining him. Then you know what he said? "Can you show me the wedding gown?" Instead of the wedding gown like that, very nice, the wedding gown was like that. Seriously, then you know what he did? He said, "Wow, so nice." The two girls was like, "Seriously, your wife so fat, man?" And then you bring the wedding gown to the car. Say, dear, I got your wedding gown. You know what happened? When you put the wedding gown, the car turned upside down like that. Point. Then they go. Then you know what he said now, Ryan, this is Thai advertisement. It's really, if I can search, you go and search. It's very nice. You say that it's not about the wedding gown. It's about insurance. Oh my God. How much you going to love the other half in Thai words, something like that. So you might thinking, oh, because the advertisement is showing the fat wedding gown and then people, he give the, it's not, it's about the insurance. Were you married? Seriously, Ryan, when auntie married Uncle Raymond, I was like a shit. Even though I got a lot of hair, but my face was like a beehive. You know, beehive, a lot of pimples. I was skinny like shit. 为什么有时候有些人可以 marry 一个残废的，一个瞎的，一个胖的，一个瘦的，一个有些要她的老公要死掉，还是老婆要死掉中 cancer 还可以 marry 呢？ Communication and relationship. Language facilitate communication and enable us to connect with other, build relationship and share experience. Now, you see, Ryan, now you understand why I come in the class. Everything I say is relating to my real life story and what I'm going to say here. You see? So this is very important, sharing experiences. In our whole life, there is all walks of life. 一种米养几百万种人。在我们生活当中，我们不只是单单看那些美女穿那个新娘礼服，可是Raymond 觉得，如果那些胖的穿新娘礼服，我觉得是 ，is it an insult to them? Can we design something that the fat woman, fat ladies, a plump of fat ladies that can wear something that is presentable? True enough, the show different type of wedding gown for these type of ladies. The language of right now, expressions, not the language of how you see things. Our eyes are colorblind by right, like a dog. But our eyes got color because God give us the color to differentiate that this color is called united color. Not a Manchester United, sorry. It's a united color that this color can bring unity of the world. Why? 亲自, 中恒, 秦汉. If God is so straightforward, okay, one color, all Chinese, no Indian, no Malay, no blacks, no white. But why God creates so multiple colors in this world? And some even after they mix blood, an Indian married to a Chinese married to a white, they got different colors. They want this world to be very vibrant, the V, very vibrant, very vivid, very victorious. And the word very, very, very nice. But sad to say, oh, Hazel haven't come in. Oh my God, now I realize Hazel. Okay, I forgot about Hazel. Ace, 你看了60年坏的，你忘记 Hazel 哦？
No, I thought you already knew, Cha.
Hi, Hazel. So it's us. We all will find that our color is more important, more superior than the color. It's called the language of what? Prejudice. Language of biasness. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Hazel.
Hi.
Yeah, late. Please stand outside the classroom now.
In
Yeah.
my defense, my aunt just came back
Oh,
from
from
the
US,
USA.
right? Is he from US?
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
So 我需要陪她 like, cause tomorrow she's going over to my grandpa's side. Okay, and I totally forgot about this.
No worry.
In my defense,
Family more important. And when she go back, please tell him to say hi to my cousin, Ken.
Donald Trump is it?
Yes, all right, man. And the other cousin is Donald Duck. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, sorry. Okay, preservations of heritage. So that now you know what I mean by shared experience. Mother tongues are vital for preserving cultural knowledge, stories, and traditions, ensuring their transmission to future generations. I always remember this story. I got one student tell me 粽子 is a burger. Even one of my students Uncle Raymond tell me it's a mosh burger. Yeah, mosh burger is a triangle or antenna, 对吗？可是我觉得很奇怪，如果你不知道粽子是那个我的 cousin 屈原跳进那个 cliff OK fair enough 你跟我讲粽子是 burger， 我的妈鸡蛋糕brother。但 roti prata 是什么？小笼包
No, roti prata is pizza.
Pizza, so is Mamma Mia, very nice, with the Italy, very good flavor. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Sorry, only this. Next few days, Uncle Raymond got to fly to Italy because my Pope just passed on, go to heaven. So I need to go to Italy to say bye-bye to her, to my Pope. Yeah, just kidding you. Anyway, I'm going to church tomorrow or next day to pray to my Pope because I'm a Catholic. It was so short. And you realize that, guys, sorry to come to this, the language of love, the power of language by God. I'm not saying this. You realize on Friday, I'm not sure I shared this. I think maybe share the class. Friday was Jesus was crucified on that Friday, and about 5 plus the whole freaking Singapore was, I heard, get a lot high thunder, heavy rainfall, boom, very heavy. God like crying that Jesus was near in the cross. Then on Sunday, about 5 plus, there also another long, loud thundering, and then boom, and then shower. they tell that Jesus has resurrected, go to heaven. And the best part, our Pope, on that Easter day, he came out after his long illness, pneumonia, this, and say hi. Next morning, he bye-bye. So
Is it Pope Francis?
Yeah. You tell can you tell me, is this something like miracle or something that is pre-planned by Jesus? Okay, you're done your job. Now you can go to heaven. So there's what this TikTok very cute. This little boy, this little boy was asking Jesus, so where is Pope Francis? He has done his job. So where is he? He's now in heaven with me. He's going to a good place. He is free from suffering. I cannot take it. Sorry, guys. Every time when my loved one or my student pass on, they will say, they go for a better place. Hey, freak you lah. I never been to that place. How do I know it's nice or not? 我都还没有死。你来安慰我。Sorry, I cannot take it. I just cannot take it. Like just now, I'm having my dinner with my son. So I suddenly think of my father-in-law and start to tear up. But then my son say, why you mention about Akong? I'm a very emotional person. And because in my whole entire life, I see so many people pass on. So life is like this, so unpredictable. So I don't know, maybe this is a part of the language of expression in terms of tears, in terms of emotion. And you watch Charlie Chaplin last time, they got no sound. So they have to use his expression to convey a message, right? Now, okay, let's move on. Self-esteem and confidence. Proficiency in one mother tongue can boost self-esteem and confidence, particularly in individuals who have experienced language barriers or cultural displacements. Now, professional and commercial benefits. In a globalized world, knowing one's mother tongue can be professionally and commercially beneficial, particularly in regions where local languages are important. This is very true, guys. I speak quite a few languages and few dialects, and I enjoy it. That's the reason why I feel language is very important. I'm not saying the math and science are not important. In fact, next month, we are talking about science and technology. It's super important. I took some effort to find more information for that. But let's talk about this one here. Why is it boosts out the self-esteem? There are always got this Toastmaster, got this how to presentation, how the speech academy I attended before. How do you present yourself? That is very important. I think at dinner last week, you went to the grassroots club. The way we present the social study, right? The case study, right? The posture that the little things that I think, Ryan, that day I threw a pen to you, right? Remember you and Raina? Remember I threw a pen. Do you see how fast is the person? Remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you see, so that is I mean, in Zoom, I cannot throw a pen to you, right? So face to face to throw the pen to tell you that, you see, a lawyer speak with meticulous and articulate. And the most important, a lawyer choose the words that is so strong, the tonality. Now you understand why in your situation writing, in your social study, in your history, there's tone. The tone itself is very important. Like a word, Ryan, you are damn bad, never come and see Uncle Raymond for a long time. Or your grandparents say to you, 哎呀，孙子 you are very bad 你很久没有来看，难道说他讲你 bad 吗？可能他是用这个语言，是因为他感到很心酸。我要看我的孙子都没有，就像我以前我一个 student 这样咯，父母亲离婚，他爸爸不要给他去他的外婆家拜年。He feel bad. He's not a good grandson. So, ready? In my opinions, learning your mother tongue is not just about survival and knows about our roots. It is important to us, be it language or mother tongue, as it gives us physiological, safety, love, belonging, esteem, and self-actualizations. It is through this channel or platform we are able to connect to our heritage, culture, and traditional values. Sorry, somebody asked me. Example, the Chinese New Year, the Mid-Autumn Festival, the Qingming Dragon Boat Festival, Hari Raya Puasa, Vesak Day, Deepavali, Christmas, Taipusan. I think last year, right, Rolling and Hazel and Xingyuan and Zhonghen, you will know, right? We talked about, I think at dinner also, we talked about festival. And all these festival and religions, like prayer to God, rites like wedding, have great significance to our history and passing on to the next generation. Have you ever think of it, guys? During few thousand or more years ago, or 1 million years, how do cavemen and cavewomen get married? How do this our Greek ancestor get to pray to God, sacrifice things to God? How do we know that the sacrifice they make to gods, they will receive it? How do we know that there is this Chinese New Year? What is the purpose of Mid-Autumn Festival? There are a few stories. One of them is Chang'e, the story. The other one is the Ming Cao, where they want to overthrow the Yan dynasty. Then you ask yourself, my children all ask, Daddy, why should we eat 月饼? So the 月饼的来源有很多，一个就是他放那个字条在月饼，然后他就是要准备overthrow the Yan dynasty。你知道吗？秦志若琳 ，and then 呢？听过吗？中恒，你的高华的你应该懂了。对，你懂为什么太极张三丰是在燕朝吗？The Mongolian dynasty， 因为在燕朝的时候 ，nobody is supposed to take a sword or knife longer than anything. Only the butcher will have a chopper and a knife. So it's to prevent the Chinese. So that's how. So 以柔制刚. You know Mongolia, they got the big Ryan. Mongolia are like those sumo wrestlers, very big size. So 我既然不能打败你，我就用以柔制刚太极，用你的力量接纳的力量。It's the language, the art of war. The 太极以柔制刚4个字。然后太极 I can't remember play 太极 before. But it's too slow. And now you know what, Ryan? I do the rap. Sorry. But the Tai Chi is very nice. In a way, Qi, Dan, Yang. I mean, you should know all this. And in one word, see, realize our Chinese one word itself, the explanation can write in the one paragraph. Or even like 孝顺的孝. The 孝的字, it can be a lot of meanings. 精忠报国也是孝。那个我的 cousin 就是那个岳飞，对吗？还有包青天也是一个孝字，还有那个孔子、孟子、孙子。So this is what it means by why we feel that language is like literature, to bring out the vibrancy of our culture and also to let our next generation like you guys to know you should be proud of being Chinese. Not just Chinese. This is live recording. You should be proud of being a Malay, your Indians, or your blacks, or the whites, or the Hispanics, or the Portuguese. Because you're born into this world, the power of language that you guys speaking bring the vibrancy of the whole entire world. And it's called the united color. The language of different language. Why? Because we learn Japanese, we learn Koreans, we learn Malay. Why? Why can't God just create one language? If the Bible say that if one language itself, it doesn't make sense. We will know each other. So that's why we have different language. But and now you know what happened, Hazel? War. Imagine in a train MRT, I speak Chinese, 这个是死黑人啊，真是啊，这个马来人呢，不吃东西的，不吃猪肉啊，我给他肉干不要吃。如果那马来人听得懂啊，apa sini tak boleh makan babi, apa aku makan babi, bodoh lah apa. 那印度人呢，人的不是反的，反的人的不反的。但你看different language。那如果法国人讲不是一个 language master， 那一个日本人看no kilo master 的，看 nose 的，听怎么懂了嘛？看，那你看不同 language 上 ，it kind of it sound like orchestra symphony if you think it. You don't think like noise pollutions. You always respect the language that the person speak. You must give the respect to that person because that is their culture, that is their value, that is something they've been bring down for hundreds and thousands of years. Respect. Once everyone give respect, it's easy. Why? Very simple, guys. Qinghan, Xingyuan, and Zhonghe. We need this so that when we talk to people, you know what happened? Ryan's, Hazel, Xingzi, and Ruoling, people will respect you. I always say this to my Muslim friend. And last time I remember I said that to my Muslim student in my school, Ryan. I don't respect your Muslim 100%. Wow. Ryan, the guy came out saying the F word into my face. Hey, wait lah, bang, relax, brother. I respect your religion 1000%. If you want people to respect your religion, respect their religion 3 times. They got no excuse not to respect you and your religion. The power of language. Okay, this is a very, very important one. I would like to share with all of you. It's called the Marshall theory. Okay, I think if your parents are studying in university, Ryan, you can ask your daddy. You can ask any of your auntie, uncle. Hey, do you know what is this? You ask them. I can bet you. No, so far, you can ask. So far, in any secondary school, nobody teach this. When I was teaching this in my NA class, think how Ryan and all of you in my NA class, my teacher was shocked. You mean your student understand this? It's like, what the F? They write Egyptian language, Ryan. What do you mean they don't understand? Physiological, 这个不会 understand 咩? Breathing, food, water, sex, sleep. Okay, all this don't understand 的什么? Safety. Do you know your grandparents are 婷智, all of you listening? 婷智, this is the first time you see this.
Yeah, first time.
Okay, please don't share. This is super important because it will help you all the way. Trust me. And you feel proud after today's lesson. And then this is the first time. 中文你有看过是吗？没有啊？没有啊？婷智有看过吗？ I think and then 也看过哈，那个 social study social study is very important for this one. So I tell you 各位来宾、各位观众，你们你的 daddy 妈咪没有到这边呢，还没有资格到这边呢，真的还没有到资格的，你懂谁吗？你的爷爷奶奶是在这边的 ，You agree？ You agree 了？不只是你爷爷奶奶嘞，各位，你的 great grandparents 已经在这边，你的 daddy 妈咪是最多到这边而已。Agree. Let's be honest. 你呢？你们是在这边而已。The language of displaying this to share you. And why this is important? Don't mind I use a bit of social study. In our life, everyone need this. Remember the issue one? The very basic needs, right? The goods and services, 对吗，若琳? Everyone have food. Remember this thing they say, a hungry man is an angry man. So we need this. Now, why there is 5C? Why there is chaos, calamity, confusion, crisis, and confusions in a country? Because the basic needs are not met. So once the basic needs are not met, they will have all these problems coming out. 我孩子要吃饭了. And that happened in Northern Ireland, Sri Lanka. That happened in countries like in Vietnam last time in World War II. If you all study history, you should know why Hitler is so damn freaking fed up of the Jews because of the first layer. And why Stalin and Lenin's, why they are so fed up of the Nicholas the Tsar because of this. Why there is communism, Ryan in history you should know. Why the communism, the Karl Marx, not my cousin. Anyway, I don't like communism, sorry. The Karl Marx from Africa, right? That day, Uncle Melvin tells you, it's from Germany, right? Yeah, but why? How come the Russian took away the concept of ideology of communism to Russia? Because a lot of farmers 吃不饱，养不活。你鸡蛋糕，你这个 imperialism 害到我们这些 socialism and peasant and farmer 死无战胜之地。我跟你拼了我孩子，我的父母亲孩子都死到完，我哪里有 number 2？ 我哪里有 number 3？ The basic I don't have， 我怎么找 friendship 这些东西？可是你不觉得 Lee Kuan Yew is like something? Lee Kuan Yew want to make all of us to be here. Eventually, guys, Ryan's, and then 旗帜、若琳、心远、钟恒、Hazel, and 秦汉, you will be 奶奶爷爷. When do you reach this? Is when, ladies and gentlemen, now you know why education is so bloody important. If you do not have education like 我们的爷爷奶奶majority of the 50% 是没有读书的嘞，他们是用什么？真的刻苦耐劳做工咯 to build friendships. They know that what is love, the esteem, self-esteem. 他们自我检讨 to learn, relearn, unlearn, upgrade, update, upskill, to make themselves to have achievement. Hello, leaders. If you are not going to be here, 你对得起你的祖宗18代吗？你对得起你那个姓吗？有 surname 吗？你对得起你的良心吗？你对得起你父母亲以前小时候也是跟你这样的刻苦耐劳的读书，就算他们没有读到很高的书，他们已经把你养成这么有用的人。鸡蛋糕，你们还说很辛苦啊？读书真辛苦，见思如见虎，只怪秦始皇烧书烧不完。不要这样想，我们人生短短10几年呢。I've seen some of my students die very young. Okay, I see a friend who is around my age die of cancer. Why are we making our life difficult? Always use the love of language. You see, we need all these things. So this is the most important things where how you accept the facts, lack of prejudice. Your grandparents have seen the world more than enough to tell you, grandson, granddaughter, please, honesty is the best policy. I think someone wrote this when they start an introductions of a compositions. I always remember my grandfather told me this, honesty is the best policy. Up to today, I'm a very successful businessman. I always uphold this legacy of what my grandfather said. I can tell you, man, any marker, including myself, you mean we don't have grandparents? You mean our grandparents never tell us all this story? That is called spot, right? The fables. So when you start off the introduction with fables, it's so damn so powerful, so productive, and the performance is perfect. So with this Marshall theory, where I think this guy was in 1900 before World War I. But because of this theory all coming up, people start to think, hey, 不对嘞，你国王, you are king, you are emperor, you're so human, you don't tell me God come down, give you the power of divine mercy and treat us. So Hazel, today, I'm sharing with you that I do 100% support PAP. But if the next generation of leader of PAP sucks, okay, the S word, the suck and shit and stupid, I will not support them. Why, Ryan? Very simple. Because the next generation PAP leaders will be younger than me, right? Correct or not? Correct, Rolly? Right, agree? So if I see them not doing the right thing, hey, shit, man, why should I support you? But why I support the present? Because Lee Kuan Yew, Lee Hsien Loong, and Goh Chok Tong, and the present Lawrence Wong is around my age. We have done our best to make this country what we are. I'm not saying that other opposition parties are useless. They are good people. Okay, they are good people. But I feel that this government is good enough to continue because here, they give me the 1, 2, 3, 4. 明白吗, Ryan? 明白吗, Zhonghen? Okay, that is got to do with why Hitler was so fed up. Because the Weimar government don't even give the first 2. So I cannot take it. I whack you. I change. Now you see, they want Germany to walk tall, to be the proud Aryan race. Stalin, he want to make the Red Army, the Bolshevik army is the best. Why? Because got industrialization and collectivizations. Why people go to New York at that time? Because the Statue of Liberty? No, because the country of freedom. Because they feel that everyone got esteem. Because at that time, because of the ideology phase. No, okay, sorry. The imperialism, they want to carry on imperialism because of fascism, militarism, socialism, communism, democratic republics, and capitalism, which is called like the the ISM. Because of this, they all adopt this Marshall. How do I make every single one 一视同仁? That is where this chart come in. There are more than that. The reason why I show you, because some of you who are going to excuse me, A-level, you have to decide, should I take psychology? If you are studying economics for A-level, this one cannot miss out one. It's confirmed you have to use it. If you study business or law, anything to do with human, 这个一定会出的。So 为什么我们不要先睹为快? Why don't we start out with this one and give you a feel? Now I know why my grandparents are here. Self-actualization. Why? 对吗? 中恒, Xingwei, Hazel, that's why your auntie come here, want to go and see your grandfather, right? Why? Because you respect your grandfather, because they are there already. They brought your whole family, the entire family to the next level, the esteem level. Next is a self-actualization level. You agree not? Right, Ronnie? So next time you 99 also, you're there. So you want to see your next generation to come out this pyramid. Sorry, any questions before I move on? Let's go round. Xingen, you question ma?
No.
Zhonghan? Ryan?
I go soon can, right? At 9.
Yeah, anytime. Why you want to sleep already?
Yeah, I tired.
Oh, tired. I know. Guys, Ryan is tired of Uncle Raymond. That's why.
No,
He's
no,
not tired
no.
of sleeping. Okay,
Today long
yeah,
day,
I know
today
you're
long
tired of
day.
me. I know, and then freaking you're tired of me. Okay, I'm not hot enough to spice your life because I'm so damn bloody cool.
No, no, no. Today long day, that's why.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're flirting around with your girlfriend at school. No wonder you're tired.
Oh.
Oh my God, guys, you're flirting with your guys. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Just kidding. Okay, anytime, don't worry. Is there any question? Antenna? No? Qinghan, you ma? Qingzi? Okay. So please take note of this. And if you want to find out more, just type this word. There are many pictures here, different type, and they can use different way. They also can use this in your study. Okay, Ryan, anytime you want to log off, go ahead. Don't worry now.
Okay.
I'll see you this Saturday, okay?
Yeah, I'll come on
Bye.
Saturday. Bye. Bye, Uncle
Sunday?
Raymond.
Saturday lah.
Saturday. I say Saturday.
Saturday. Sorry. Okay.
Bye, Uncle
All right.
Raymond.
Bye-bye. He's my good friend's son. Okay, so let's talk about this now. Is Singapore a small country? Professor Tomiko, just take note, is actually one of the ex-PAP member. He's damn good. You should read. This is an IP paper, okay? Right, let's the next first two paragraphs. Tingzi, can you read to the class? It says Singapore.
As Singapore's 52nd National Day draws near, my thoughts had turned increasingly towards our beloved country, Singapore. I have also been reflecting on the recent debate between two good friends, Kishore Mahbubani
This guy is the best. The
and
way he you know what?
no,
This guy Kishore is the best. The way he project China and the way he speak the truth is so powerful. Okay, Karen.
and Bilahari Kausikan on the diplomacy of small states. The
Now
question
you know. Sorry, now you know why these people use the language to convince people. Start with B word, Ken. He want to bring out the essence of what is diplomacy about Singapore. He want to boost up the economy, the B effect. He want to boost up Singapore economy. And of course, he want to beautify the whole entire small city, the garden city. Back to you, number 2, please.
The question which I would like to answer in this essay is whether Singapore is a small country. The answer may seem obvious, but it is not. It depends on the yardstick we use to measure Singapore's size. If we use the yardstick of size of territory or the size of population, then Singapore is certainly a small country.
So this remind me when you're reading 秦志, it remind me 麻雀虽小五战七千. 听过吗? The sparrow is very small, but they have all the important vital organs. So Singapore has the very vital organs. Remember social study, Adina? The internal and external security. Now you get it? So which one is important? Recently, I attend my police meeting. The commandant of the police came and tell us. I was right. I was so happy when she said that. He said that internal security is more important because of the harmonies and because we are living in different races. If internally you cannot control your people, then external coming will be very easy. Agree now? Because once your internals are very strong, nobody will be able to penetrate out. So you give an example, Rolling. If our internal organs, we are healthy, we eat well, we sleep well. So all the external like the COVID or the viruses will not get easily attacked. But if your internal organs are not well taken care of course, the external factors will come in. Agree, Tina? Right? So, wow, this is a very good analogy and example. So use this kind of example and talk. Thank you so much for the last paragraph, please. Let us. Next paragraph.
Let us use a different yardstick, the gross domestic product per capita based on purchasing power parity. Qatar, Luxembourg, Macau, Singapore, and Brunei are the top 5, ranked in that order. The United States is ranked number 13 and China number 81. By this yardstick, Singapore is the 4th richest country in the world.
That was in 2017. But Qatar is in Middle East. It's also a very small country. Qatar is, I think, was it the tallest building in Qatar? Is it, or is it UAE? Zhongwen? The the one, the very tall Burj Khalifa, is it? Where the Mission Impossible, right? I can't remember which one. Okay, that's Qatar.
I think it's in
UAE.
Qatar. Yeah, UAE.
UAE, right? The very tallest building. You see?
Yeah.
And then you see, just a very small country, but why they are so rich? Because of oil lah. Luxembourg is the smallest country in the whole entire Europe, and they are the one of the richest, and somehow they are landlocked. That means they got no river. They got river, sorry. They are not near to the sea, so they are one of the smallest population, but one of the richest, as rich as Switzerland and Sweden. Okay, Macau 就是澳门，不用讲啦。Okay, but how come they never mention Hong Kong? Then Singapore and Brunei. Brunei is the Brunei currency wouldn't lie Brunei. The same, their currency and Singapore are the same. And the best part, take note, Brunei is a Muslim country. It's run by the Sultan. That means the king of Brunei. And they are rich because oil. Seriously, oil. Their population is about 3 million only, very small. And sorry, they got no nightlife. Muslim at night cannot drink one. No alcohol. I think the whole Brunei only got 2 big shopping malls only, that's all. And then after 5, 6 o'clock is damn boring. Okay? If you like to go shopping nightlife, sorry, Brunei is not your cup of tea. Okay, so but why they are still so rich, you see? But there are people, they drive Mercedes. All can drive big car. Okay? But now China should not be 81, should be better. There's 2 paragraphs rolling.
Do I start from Singapore?
Yeah.
Okay. Many people have criticized the use of GDP per capita to assess a country's prosperity. The argument is that it is unidimensional and does not necessarily reflect the state of well-being of the people. In response to its criticism, the United Nations has created the Human Development Index.
So this paragraph talk about gross domestic product and talking about different directions, different dimensions, and looking at things, how we can justify. So of course, when you justify a country's success story, the developed countries like Singapore, the economy is so powerful, the people are so good, the security is so safe, the foreign investment is so strong. It's all about data, statistics. Now, with this statistic and data, people will see that, wow, Singapore has the lowest crime rate. Investment is very good. The people's education is very high. So this is more on the numerical side, right? But in terms of how to carry out these numericals, to crunch this numerical data and to convince and conveys the message to foreigners to come to Singapore, like your parents. Why your parents, some of you are from China, why they come to Singapore? Why not to Qatar, to Luxembourg, to Brunei, to Macau? Because of the mother tongue here. We allow the practice of the usage of mother tongue. If you study social study textbook in the France assimilations in chapter 7 or 8, you know they have to speak French, right? They will not allow you to put a Toulon, and you know the French kiss and all the hugging and all these things. But some religions don't accept this. They find that it's an intrusions of their religions and their cultures and their belief. For French people, shut up. You better, if you want to come to France, you better do it, because we have the French Revolution, we have Napoleons, we have all these people. So either you join us, or you join us, or you not, just get out of it. Next paragraph. Rolling.
In the last year's Human Development Index, Singapore is ranked number 6 after Norway, Australia, Switzerland, Germany, and Denmark. Singapore is the only Asian countries in the top 10.
Well, you see, it's so powerful when you are looking at comprehension passage. Why do you think Singapore is one of the best country? Top 10 lah. You see, words and number. Top 10 ma. Why is Singapore best in the world? top 5 country with low crime rate. Top 5, top is language, right? 5 is number. I use alphanumeric. Answer your question already? Oh yeah, okay. Well, you're talking about Norway, Australia. These are all developed countries, so are very powerful countries. Just one little bit dot here. Hey, guys, some of you are going to be Singaporean citizens now. Please make the country proud. And of course, the country that you came from China, also make them proud. Sorry, we are all here Chinese, not against races, against other religions or race. I cannot accept people anti-race. We can joke about, but that's one thing. I can joke about my race. Okay. One more paragraph. Power of trade and money. Rolling.
Power of trade and money. With a population of only 5 million, Singapore has a small domestic market. It has no choice but to be outward oriented and to uphold and practice free trade.
Thank you. Next paragraph. May I have Hazel, you read already on this now? No. Hazel, okay? This paragraph.
Yeah. Where? With such a small domestic market, we would not expect Singapore to rank very high in the World Trade Organization's WTO list of world's leading exporters and importers. Our readers would be surprised to learn that Singapore is the world's 13th largest exporter and the world's 15th largest importer. In other words, Singapore is one of the world's largest trading entities. This gives us relevance and influence at the WTO. This factor, combined with the brilliance of our diplomats, accounts for the fact that Singapore is regularly invited by the leaders of WTO to participate in the so-called Green Room negotiations. These are meetings held in the WTO Director General's conference room.
I thought I'm listening to CNA news. Oh,
Is that a good thing?
obviously lah. It's not cannot audio. Huh? It's Channel News Asia. Huh? It's not cannot audio. It's not I cannot hear you. Very good, very sharp, very nice. And it brings us to want to know, when you read, you say, oh, okay, wow, that kind of effect. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are IP set 4 paper. And I know some of you will not have a chance to read this in your school. It's only for IP student or even IB student. So when you're going to read this kind of essay, it's only when you go to A level or higher. And with these children, they are also 16 years old. They have to start to digest the D, to discipline, to digest, to devote and dedicate. And the most important things, to divide them into category how they're going to have a distinction in this paper. Teacher, you see, I use all the D. One more paragraph is any more? Last paragraph, please. Guys, some of you will have no chance to read. It's okay. Thanks. It is. Hazel, finish up.
It is a fact that in this money-loving world, money is power. Let us look at the yardstick of the size of a country's foreign exchange reserves. Singapore has the world's 11th largest foreign exchange reserves. China and Japan are ranked number 1 and number 2 in that order.
No, Japan is, I think, is backward already. Singapore has got coming to the top 10 already. So now you see the currency is getting stronger. So Singapore is not afraid about the tariff. Afraid, of course, afraid, but not so afraid like other countries. China is definitely not afraid. You want to play this? Remember, I sent you the Xiong Mao, right? The TikTok, right? 5,000 years of culture and history were to lose to a culture of 300 years. You must be nuts, man. It must be crazy. If China were to lose out, that means they are going back to the past of the 唐宋燕明清的时代了。就是给那些老外看不起了，就是人家笑死了。So 晴子, now you understand why this is so important. Now you understand why people come to Singapore, because I'm a typical Singaporean, okay? My whole entire family are all Singaporean. My brother-in-law, sister-in-law, all these are all Singaporeans, except the other in-laws. They have Indonesian blood, okay? And the rest are all Singaporeans. Why I'm telling you this is because of my grandfather really came from China, okay? And then my father is Singaporeans and me is Singaporeans. Why I'm sharing with you that My grandfather and my great grandfather, of course, is in China, 莆田 and 汕头, 我是潮州人. So they really start out like shit from there because of, you know, right, during that time we got this the Cultural Revolution in China, right, during the Qing dynasty, and then we have World War I, World War II, and then of course the Long March, the war between 国民党 and 共产党, right, and then after that the Cultural Revolution, sorry, is after that, sorry, the Mao Zedong era, and then the Deng Xiaoping. So they really like here, and now because of that, we are somewhere here. So we have the self-esteem, and some of our grandparents are here who did very well. That is why when they look at Singapore, they look at this one. That is why when you look at your daddy, mommy, they look at this one. 哇，你不要看啊 Antina 的 father 这样啊，你也不要看秦志的 father 这样，不要看洛林的 father 这样，不要看中恒的 father 还是秦汉的 father 还是黑色的 father 还是青年的 father 这样，还是 grandparent. They look through their historical background. Understand? Huh? We are talking about business world and career. So you realize sometime, to be honest, a person who want to join a police force or certain sensitive departments, 他真的停止，他是真的 look through your 祖宗18代 to make sure your past generation had done good job. And you know why 那个林某生吗？你懂林某生吗？ The grandson was one of the general to take care of the whole Singapore Army training. Of course, he deserve it, right? 对吗？对吗？还有那个你懂毛泽东的孙子吗 ？Right？ 因为他的爷爷是谁？对不对？ Now you understand now? Who is your grandfather? The grandfather is who? Imagine the grandson of Lee Kuan Yew. Oh, 这是 Lee Kuan Yew the grandson. You see the difference. You see now you understand the self-actualization is so damn freaking powerful. It's either you the 2C, either you create the best or you have chaotic. You're going to screw up your entire family clan. I hope this really speaks a volume to ensure that you not only study hard, but you must strive to do well in life, because your world is getting even tougher than my world and your grandparents and your great-grandparents' world. Our world that time is physical torture, but now it's not only you guys physical and emotional and psychological torture, it's also language torture. That means if you are no good, that's the end. Okay, so guys, I want you to pick up your essay now. We still got some time. We're going to spend some time to do how you do the AIM, AIMS, how to create. So the last week, did we choose the question now? Lisa? No, right? Did we choose a question? No, okay, come. Well, today I'm damn tired. I'm standing out there for about 1 to 2 hours to wait for the nomination candidates to come out and talk. And it was quite raining here, there, but it's worth it. It's very experienced. There are students who do, don't use ChatGPT and AI, please. Don't. You can use ChatGPT and AI to read and then get some ideas and put it inside. Next week, next month will be more interesting. Will be related to questions. I done my May essay already. Okay, so 拭目以待. You realize all these questions are related to this month topics. So when you choose just like in your exam, please, you only got 1 hour and 15 minutes, and 1 hour and 15 minutes is about editing, situation writing, and essay writing. So you have to start to decide. There are different types of writing. Is it argumentative? Is it narrative? Is it recount? Is it expository? Is it discursive? Is it AED? Is it argumentative, expositive, and expository, and as well as descriptive? So you have to come to your mind. If you guys want to go to A level, of course, best is do argumentative and expository, okay, and explanatory. I'm not saying the rest are not important, but if you can have the overall, if you must have some strength to your learning. So which strength do you think is good? And because O level, you cannot just tikam means that any money, any more, which one is the best of all? No, you must be very focused that okay, this is the type of essay I want to write. Okay, so you just bang on this. Same thing with A level. At least don't bang on one. There are 7 to 8 different type of essay writing. So maybe you choose at least 3 of your favorite. Because in exam, there's 4 different questions. Sure enough, you'll hit one of them. Okay, come, Xingyan, Qinghan, which question you want to do? I think Qinghan, you better go and send your laptop for checking. It's either you're attacked by virus or I think your laptop might be too old already. Time to retire. I'm waiting for people to do number 4. Athena, which question you doing?
劝区
Huh?
劝区
3 ah?
劝区
I can't hear you, sorry. 2
2
and 3. Oh, okay, 2 and 3, but choose one now.
3
3 ah? Wait, I put you better. So, 其实你看到吗？你刚才讲 travel 对吗？那个 essay 有看到哦。
Somehow I kind of want the right question for.
It's a IP question. Was it IP question? I can't remember.
Like question 4 seems quite interesting.
Very interesting.
Yes.
A lot of things to say. You can rebut it and say, no, we should not use Chinese. It's true. A lot of people don't go China. If they can 讲普通话, you win the deal. Do you know when Marco Polo went to China that time? That was a Mongolia, the Genghis Khan. Chen Qi Was it Chen Qi还是 Kublai Khan? I can't remember. Sorry, I have to refer back. They also have a translator. So, is there a common language? Can you imagine, can you imagine when Sir Stamford Raffles came down and founded Singapore? Either they speak Malay or the Malay Southern speak English, right? And they may never, that's why they say founded Singapore. That means there's no other, maybe there are countries from other Europe came down to Singapore, but they don't take it seriously and to take Singapore as a base. And how? What about can they speak Dutch no? Or English or French or Spanish or Portuguese? But how they sign the treaty to accept this Singapore is part of British colonies? And how they sign the Treaty of Versailles? Is it in French? Is it in Germans? Is it in English? You realize is whether French or English is still from alphabet A to Z. But how these the 26 alphabet combine into a very resounding, professional, and historical agreement. Right, rolling 90. 有人 send answer 给我了 ，sorry 有没有看到 ？Didn't open up the chat, sorry. In fact, next week is the 5th week of I just realized 5th week of this month. So I will hope that if you all can, there's 3 possibilities. 1 is to write a full essay and submit to me and mark, and then we share it on the 30th of April. 2 is, I don't bother, I don't feel like doing even a single one. Can, seriously. Don't do it. Well, on that day, you ask you, I don't feel like doing it. It's okay for me. The third one is, yeah, I only want to do the introductions and the conclusions. Or maybe on that day that I do. It's okay. You are taking an exam, not me. 1 and 3, Xingyan, which one will you want to do, my dear, for today?
3
3, also 3, okay. So 去想一下，你们要怎么写啊？ Okay, you may not know what is ARMS and the conclusions. Okay, AIMS is an introduction. It's called how you create the atmosphere. You have an interesting sentence like using favors. And what another sentence will be usually an introduction about 4 to 5 sentences. Okay, which is around 80 words to 100 words because your whole entire essay is not more than 500 words, right? So the start with 80 words is good enough. So the S stand for the suspend from the introduction to create the second, third, fourth paragraph. Zhonghan, which question?
2 and 4.
Choose one.
Mm,
4. Two.
2.
2, okay. Well, I can't wait to
I'll do
for you
for
to I see how are you going to write this, Zhonghan? Yes, Qizhi, which question?
number 4. I want to try.
Sorry, in my class there's no try. Either you do or don't do.
I'm doing.
Thank you. You try, everything will dry and cry. Thank you.
And never mind.
What never mind.
I mean, I never saw this kind of questions before. Like,
I told you, right? This kind of question is IP question.
I know, but
Yeah,
it's
so
so
give it
interesting.
a go, huh? Don't try. Because your aim here is not to pass Set 4, right? Your aim here is to go to university. Not A level, huh? If you come to A level, you're wrong class, huh? Your here is to go to university. Qian, which question?
5,
5,
I guess.
you guess, I don't guess lah. Come on.
Perchance, I
Can,
guess. I guess I'll try and try whatever lah.
Don't try. I will do number 5.
I shall make no promises.
No promises. You do that in your O level and tell the Cambridge examiner I submit no promises. I guess no. Must be determined. Must be very firm, steadfast. All right. It's very important. 新元选了，中文选 ，Antina 选了吗？1、2、3。若琳还没有选哦。若琳跟医生
是
啊
我要 try. No, I what?
You try. I make you cry.
Best.
Which question?
I want to attempt number 4.
Oh, number 4. So, all right, good. Okay, guys, we still got a few minutes. I want you to talk to me. How are you going to attempt this question for the introductions? All right. Then we call it a day. Hazel. We go by Zhonghan, Xingyuan, and then if Hazel you're on top, then you do on top.
What?
Which question?
5.
Oh, serious? I just
Yeah.
put here. My mouse just put here. That's nice. Okay, so all of you here? Who's not here? 新元还没给有啊，新元有给中恒有 antenna 有给啊，antenna 你给了吗？为什么你？Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's go. 中恒 how are you going to do number 2 with your introductions?
Introductions.
How you start? How you write the entire essay and what you're going to put about? Is it agree or not agree?
Disagree.
Okay, so that means you support that homework is important.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Cause like homework itself is like a practice. When you
Practice
learn
what?
something, right?
Practice
it-
what?
It's like a practice that what you learn of the day. And
Oh,
maybe through practice, right, you can understand more like deeper thoughts on
Okay.
the topics.
Can you write the 3E down? It will enhance, enforce, and ensure my learning. Okay? Enhance, ensure, and enforce my learning. Thank you. Antenna, number 3. Of course, you must say the disagree side that homework also sometimes over too much homework is also no good. Why? Your backfire you, say the other negative. Antenna, yes.
I'm gonna start with a rhetorical question. Like, have you ever wondered how it was like living in an environment such as your ancestors? Then after that, I'm gonna describe the scenery in my like countryside or town, and I'll like explain my reflections and then describe and reflection again. Then I'll end up.
Oh, 拭目以待. That is starting using your ancestor. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Back to you, Xingyuan.
Sure, can I do question 1 instead?
Question 1, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. This one, okay then. 讲. Write about a time when you fell into temptation and regretted your action. Yeah, going to watch Taylor Swift, right?
No,
Just kidding. Okay, what is it?
I think I will start off with like a flashback, I think.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I love flashback.
yeah,
I love flashback.
yeah, and then I'll talk about like what are my temptation and why did I regret it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Give me one temptation.
I haven't think of that yet.
Can I help you? The temptation is to see that there's one pretty girl in the next class. 姐妹的女孩看过来. Very tempted to be your boyfriend for my life. Okay, thank you, Xingyuan. Next, can I have 妻子? Oh, interesting. How are you going to start your introduction?
I'm still thinking, but I think it's something with like a quote or something.
Yes. One of the students did that. That is called fables. Spot fables.
Yes.
Quote. You go and Google it. Okay, Google and put it as quote. Not one, please don't Google one quote. The best is Google at least 3 or more quotes. Then you choose the best of the best. And when you put the quote, you must have this the great effects, the graciousness to convince how that gratitude of having this business will help you to improve. All right, thank you. Luo Ling,
I think I will also start with a quote, but then after that, I will also add on, like, I will have some imagery, like, okay, for example, I might write, like, oh, can you imagine a world where, like, everyone did not have English as, like, the main language?
Yes.
Like, can you imagine that? Like, if, for example, everyone just talked in their own language, then we won't have, like, 一个统一的一个 language. Then they will have been conflicts and everything. So that's why like English is very important, especially in like and then I also feel like yeah, that should be about it for now.
I think you're using the method I told you, right? God created a lot of languages, but we need to come up one common language that is called the language of love. 对吗? The united color, the language of united color. You can have different languages, you can have different colors of race, but the one common thing that love, the common language love is to show the heart. Okay, and do this, thank you, and bow. And this is everyone know about it. Of course, not the middle finger language. Okay, Luo Ling, thank you. Who's done? Chikan.
So like
Is it
talk
true?
yeah.
Agree. Then how are you gonna write?
Yeah. Throughout the past few years with the development of with the growth of the internet, then after that,
The fake news.
yeah, like fake news spread. Then yeah.
And then you can add in the bully. Okay, cyber bully.
Yeah, then yeah.
Okay.
Something like that lah.
Down there, something like that. Okay, thank you, Hazel.
So I want to talk about how like some news media is like not accurate, you know. Like like there's a lot of fake news spreading and how this will negatively impact the community. Like for example, when COVID-19 first started, there has been a lot of fake news that vaccinations give you autism and stuff like that, where it is completely inaccurate and very harmful for everybody, because vaccination is actually a very important process for the everyone to recover. So I want to add that in. That's not like my first paragraph lah, but like that's one of my points and I'm gonna talk about that. And then like especially now with like a lot of political discourse in the world right now, I feel like it's like fake news is on the rise. But then like for like my counterpoint, like my one counterpoint is that like probably social media probably won't be that accurate either. Like there's also a fair amount of fake news circulating in social media as well.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I will start off something like in this 21st century of the world that we're living in, mass media, not social media, mass media. We have transformed from mass media to social media. Even though we have a paradigm shift from this to social media, mass media still play a very vital role in our daily lives because mass media is supposed to be accurate. But sometimes with this biasness, that's why you see in your source-based questions, they got this extract from this newspaper, from Straits Times, from New York Times, from Business Times, from BBC News, for CNN News. You see, these are all mass media. But 他们存着 the ingredients, the amount of weightage, how true it is. Few things, is it favorism, prejudice, bias, or worse still, is it anti of certain, the word anti means not pro, is it anti or even pro to certain level that people have a different perception of the particular organization, country, race, religions, or even to LGBT. I'm so proud that this Pope who just passed on that he says something. We are not here to judge this LGBT. We should be supporting them. Not say supporting them, we should recognize them. So same thing. I recognize them, I respect them, but I may not embrace to LGBT. Not because of my religions, but because imagine this, in fact, LGBT has happened thousands of years until now. But just that people are now more vocal, you see? Because last time the mass media say this or this, but with social media now it's so open that even in Taiwan, they openly have these LGBT marriages. So thanks to all of you sharing this. I think it's very fruitful in this way in sharing because one time we're sharing with 8 different types of people with 8 different ideas, and the way we have different method and methodologies to decipher the kind of essay that we're going to write. Wow. We have done 1, 2, 4, 5, except number 3, yeah. And in fact, all the questions has been taken care of by all of you, which is good. So and hopefully, that any questions that's similar to this, that tailor to your needs during O level, all I need to say is to score. Okay, I hope you have a very fruitful learning today, especially the Maslow theory.